the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we
ThaBoxingvoice.com live here with Marshall Kauffman of King's Promotion and obviously the father of Travis Kauffman. Now, as a father, I don't even want to talk about you being a promoter just yet. As a father, are you fearful because your son is going in there what the world considers as the heavyweight boogeyman?
No, I'm not fearful at all. Look, I trained Travis since he was a kid. Took him through. He was #1 in the country as an amateur. I was with him through every pro fight he's ever had. So I don't get fearful at all. I get nervous. I'd be lying if I said I don't get nervous on the bigger stage. But I know what he's capable of doing. I know how much grit he's got. I know how much heart he's got. I know that he's got a great chin. I know that he can punch fairly decent in the heavyweight division. So I know what he's capable of doing. So I feel 100% confident in this fight that he's going to go out there and be victorious on Saturday night.
What's it going to take for him to be victorious?
It's going to take for him to be smarter than he's ever been in any other fight.
How could you be smarter than a guy with over 300 amateur fights and some sort of medal, right?
Easy. Hasn't all the greats that had more experience in chess or whatever it is been beat? You know, they all have been beat. So you have to be smarter, and you have to fight a very tactical fight, and then also turn on heat when it's time to turn on the heat. You know, and I know that that's what Travis is going to do come fight time.
Is the key to go to the older man? I mean, the society has Luis Ortiz pegged as a 49-year-old. Your son has him pegged anywhere between 39 and 44. Should you turn on the heat, as you say, go to the body from the opening round, or do you pace yourself and see what the more experienced guy has for your son?
Well, look, we fought an older man in Amir Mansour, who was in real good condition, took very good care of his body. And I'm sure Ortiz does the same thing. He helps his body out with the steroid use and things of that sort.
Both of you guys are open with this. I thought it was blood pressure medicine.
No, let's be real. Come on. He's been caught 4 times. Look, like he said, he's going to make Travis pay for saying he's a cheater.
Yeah.
That's like saying he's going to make him pay for saying he's Cuban. Come on, it's
you
a
guys
fact.
are good.
Am I right? It's the truth. Truth be told.
So you don't buy the blood pressure medicine?
No, bullshit.
So what do you think of Wilder that went in there with a guy who you feel is a known cheater?
Well, they made sure. Look, Wilder's a beast. There's no question in my mind. He's by far one of the biggest punchers ever in the heavyweight division. Wilder went in there, but they made sure they tested Ortiz all the way through.
What about for your son? Has Luis Ortiz been tested as aggressively?
He has not.
Not one time?
No.
For the whole?
No. So I'm hoping that the California State Athletic Commission makes sure that his ass gets tested.
So you're telling me he hasn't even done the state commission test?
No.
What the fuck? Not even the urine?
No.
But
not
Travis
yet.
has?
Not yet. No, we haven't yet either.
Okay. At least it's a
not
level
yet.
playing field.
But, you know, leading up to the Deontay Wilder fight, he was tested over and over again to make sure, because let's face it, he tested positive, and they allowed him to come back and fight 6 months later. Povetkin tested positive, and he's suspended supposedly for a year. You know, so other fighters have been tested positive, and they've been put on suspension for a long time. He hasn't dealt with that.
I mean, I want to say his situation was a bit delicate because he used the blood pressure medicine, got a doctor, excuses.
Man, look,
whereas Povetkin was just like
James Toney tested positive when he fought Ruiz. Okay, and he used the asthma situation. Oh, he was on asthma. Come on, you test positive, you test positive. You know, there's no sugarcoating. Okay.
So you feel the same way about Billy Joe Saunders testing positive for the nasal spray?
Same thing.
All right.
It's all an excuse.
Just making sure it's clear across the board.
Come on, it's all an excuse. When they test you and they find you, you should pay the penalty. So again, Billy Joe Saunders, he's now suspended for how long? A year?
I got to go back to my original question. Then, how are you not fearful? First, it was just fear out of him being in there with the boogeyman, but now he's being in there with someone who you're claiming could be on something.
The steroids is going to help him make his boxing career last. It's going to create longevity for him. Okay. And that's where it's helping. I'm not fearful what the man does, okay? Because can he punch? Yeah, he can punch. But Amir Mansour could punch too. Chris Arreola could punch as well, okay? So I'm not fearful of him in that way. What I'm saying is that come fight time, I become nervous because it's my son in there in the ring, okay? But I'm not fearful of what man he gets in there with because he's not afraid of any man, okay? The only one you fear is God, okay? So I'm not fearful in that way. What I am upset about is that they need to make this man test over and over and over again, okay? And they haven't done that. So that's the only thing.
I gotta ask. I mean, I might not have known your first name, but I know your promotional company very well. I mean, I receive all the emails. I love Mike Polite Coffee, who's fought on all your cards. You know, I deal with Mark Abrams, so I know that you deal hand in hand with Al Heyman. A lot of his up and comers are on your shows in Philadelphia, and Sands Casino.
Right.
You don't feel slightly slighted that a guy you do business with isn't looking out for your son? Like, why wouldn't Lewis be tested? You're his business partner. That's your son. Like, why isn't this?
He's looking out for my son by giving him this opportunity. Okay, and so yeah, I mean, I don't feel slighted at all.
Okay.
I think Al has done a great job. Al will continue to do a great job for all the fighters that he comes in contact with. But Lewis somehow, some way, has been cheating the system. You know, he's been tested positive. There's a number of other studies that show even when he fought BY, okay, they never even took in a sense, punished him for that. You know what I mean? So it was sort of put brush under the
Ryan
table.
Jennings felt that way.
Yeah, of course.
He felt that way. He never came out and said it, but you can hear it in interviews. Yeah. He felt a certain type of way. So
look, we know people are underestimating. They're writing Travis off. They think it's going to be an easy fight. It's just a tune-up fight. I heard you say it on your own station, okay? So come on, let's be real, okay? But it's all good. That's what your reporting's all about, okay? But I know what Travis is capable of. We're going to
holy shit!
we're going to see it come Saturday, okay? Believe me, I listen to your show often.
That's amazing. Bittersweet though. You heard the wrong episode.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mr. Kauffman, thank you so much, and wish you and your son the best of luck come Saturday. And obviously, keep doing what you're doing with King's Promotion, because other than whatever I said on the show, you know I've been definitely talking about all those up-and-comers. You got a lot of good guys on your shows.
I appreciate it.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even know Mike Polite. I mean, I went to his camps in New York. I met him in with Wilder, but it was all because of the shows in Sands. So I appreciate that.
Mike's doing his thing, you know, he's coming up.
It looks like he's gonna beat somebody.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, we gotta keep putting him to the test.
And you got like you got him locked in for 5 years or so, right?
That's how you're supposed to. It's an investment, brother.
He ain't going nowhere.
It's an investment, but they're good people. So you know, I just gotta keep moving in the right way. You know, I love to do the fight with him, and eventually let's see what happens.
With
Joe
Solomon?
Joyce.
Joyce?
Another big guy. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. But like, how many years in the future?
Another year down the road.
Wow, you think Polite only needs another year for Joyce?
You can't waste your time. Mike's going to be 32 years old. He's getting up there as well, and you have to make your moves. You know what I mean?
I will be honest. I watched him in the Wilder camp when he was 0-0.
Right.
And I was just there in October. Now he's like 5-6-0. Completely different fighter.
Yeah.
He can even switch now. He can fight you
up.
or spar you from a southpaw.
He switched up in his last fight. And he stopped a guy that doesn't get stopped, Jamal Woods.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. Yeah. So best of luck, and thanks again.
I appreciate it.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.